the status? I'm looking critical condition.
Critical condition. There's, obviously the rumor mill is working
Yeah.
overtime, but right now, critical condition.
Yeah. So let's go over what we know to be facts. Well, what we believe to be facts right now. So we know this. Kirk was the founder, or is, I'm sorry, is the founder of Turning Point USA. So a lot of you folks, a lot of us here have heard about Turning Point USA. Turning Point USA is a very powerful organization that this guy, Charlie Kirk, created. And you probably saw some of his reels, maybe on Instagram or Facebook or social media somewhere out there, or just know of him. Maybe saw him on Fox News, on other outlets. But he goes to these college campuses and he just poses questions and he has debates. He's clearly very conservative, very much a Trump Vance supporter. And but he was speaking as part of his American comeback tour. And that's when the shot rang out. Now, video footage so far shows him collapsing from his chair, clutching his neck as he was hit. Now, this is what I read, though. Maybe you know something different. Authorities are reporting that the shot was fired from a nearby building, like 200 feet away. I thought it was right up close.
I was about 200 feet is what I understand.
Okay.
I think it might have been somebody was, he was interacting with someone that was
Yeah.
falling out. I don't know. It was kind of sketchy coming in. We're still waiting on.
Yeah, more to come on that. He was transported to the hospital again, critical condition, but he is alive. Everybody can sleep well. The FBI has dispatched agents to assist with the investigation. Everybody sleep at peace now. Man, where do we begin with this? I am, sadly, I'm actually surprised that that MSNBC and CNN are even reporting on this. It's
Look, and we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Having an opinion is one thing, but when that opinion leads you to crazy, come on, it cannot be that.
It's politics, folks. It's not life and death. My God, maybe it is, and the policies can be. I get you that, but so few, not many. We can't be debating our ideas with violence. And I'm not going to make this a left or right thing. We're just going to condemn violence, period. Condemn needless violence. It's not how you make your point. If anything, you help the guy you're shooting. You're helping his cause. He survives this, he's even more popular. Probably have a little more security. Sad that you got to get that security. Sad. Sad that you actually have to get that security to go talk on one of these campuses. Hey, maybe if your damn campus wasn't so gun-free, you might have had somebody that could have helped. All these, man, I don't want the wrong people having guns either. Okay? I get it. But making schools and other places soft targets is not the answer. It's not the answer. And look, maybe no one would have been able to prevent that. I get it. But you can't deny that it's a soft target on campus. I mean, the guy was shot on campus from a building on campus.
And an unsuspecting shooter. I mean, a 60-something-year-old man. Like,
what are you doing, man? What are you doing, 67-year-old? What are you doing? I mean, golly. So, look, we're going to continue to watch this. We'll see if, as the status is updated, we will keep you updated ourselves. So, that's all we know right now. But please keep him in your prayers. Please keep his families in your prayers. Pray for the community. I think his mission is very important to bring truth to these college campuses. Think about what these kids are going through. Think about what indoctrination we have seen over the last 20 years, maybe 30 years, maybe more, maybe a lot longer than I'm just not thinking of. But people like Charlie Kirk are the counterbalance. They're the ones that bring a little more facts to the situation and not just blanket left-wing orange man bad, Republican bad, conservative bad, common sense bad to those guys. Whew. So, you want to move on to Cassidy?
Well, yeah, we can.
Okay, guys, I can't even make this up. I can't make this up, what I'm about to read. Man, he's running for... He knows it's a closed primary. He tried to get it not to be, but all right. Shreveport Times is reporting that Senator Bill Cassidy is now. I want you to digest this. He's now pushing for Louisiana's Surgeon General, that's Dr. Abraham, to issue a blanket prescription for the COVID vaccine so that anyone who wants the shot can get it without going through a doctor. There you go. Now, that is such a conservative measure. Let's talk about it. So, a few facts. Cassidy says FDA approval proves that the shot is safe and effective. Say that to the many people with the many side effects, the adverse effects.
Well, I can tell you about mine. COVID took my hips, in case y'all didn't know.
He claims patients face needless barriers and should be empowered with easier access. Yes, Senator, trust the government more than your doctor. And you are a doctor. It's that elite mindset, like, oh, we know more than you. There are examples where the vaccine is not appropriate. Or is the good doctor telling us that it's 100% appropriate for 100% of the population? Is that what you're saying? What other medication can you just roll up in there and say, hey, man, I want this? Surgeon General, can you please write a blanket prescription for everyone?
It makes me wonder if, when Cassidy was actually practicing, if he was one of them doctors, I was like, oh, you're in pain. Here's 90 days of Oxycontin for you.
I don't know. I don't even know what doctor he is.
I think he's a podiatrist or something. I'd have to go check.
No. Well, he floated this whole idea during a press call, and he said the Surgeon General could sign one prescription that would apply to anyone. Whew. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just a juris doctor. But I know that every case I have is different, and there's always some facts that are different than the other cases that would likely change my opinion, my legal opinion on the circumstances. Well, medical doctors face the same thing. They don't give legal opinions, not supposed to. They give medical opinions. It's what you do when you go in. So how can you, especially conservative, you just want the government? Like, why don't you write a prescription for crack, too?
I was just saying, I figure out how to solve the drug problem.
Call a crackhead. Go ahead.
No, just write a blanket prescription for everyone for marijuana.
Yeah.
Then they're all set.
Yeah, Senator, why stop there? Ask the surgeon. It's legal in Louisiana for medical use under certain conditions. Why don't you just get the...
Give it to everybody.
Yeah. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the KPEL studios, also live from Rumble. I see you over there, Rumble. Let me see you, baby. Like those chats, too. Question 8. Cassidy bad, not Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. That's what they teach.
Well,
They teach. All right. Senator Cassidy. Yeah, Joe Biden's lost memory. He says, I support the... Hey, pal. I support the blanket prescription.
look, I wonder how Joe's doing. He's got like really advanced cancer, and
Yeah, that's what he said.
can't be doing that.
Well,
great.
he's signed a deal.
Well, he goes get a lot of ice cream too. So.
Yeah, it's a good ice cream.
But you know what? You're 82 years old.
Man, get
Enjoy
the
your
ice
life,
cream.
man.
I wouldn't be going no speaking. Get my ice cream. For real. Now, we're talking about Senator Cassidy. And he says that the Louisiana Surgeon General should just write a blanket prescription for all of us in this great state, and you just willy-nilly roll up in there and get that vaccine, baby. No questions asked. Oh, you can ask a pharmacist, I'm sure. And pharmacists are smart. They go to school, too. Who stops and asks them, though? I don't know, guys. Something about maybe a medical doctor going over my chart, and maybe I can ask some questions. You know, I'm like, are we really even talking about this? This is a real thing. I will give Senator Cassidy this. Hey, man, you don't come to the table. Don't come to a problem without a recommended solution. You gave a recommended solution. It's just a communist one, okay? That's the only problem. It's the only problem I got. I trust the medical doctors more than I trust the government. See, our medical doctors took such a hit politically. Trust, I hate to say it, trust, respect. Took a little hit during COVID. And it's because of this silly politics that I don't know if you're playing politics. I do believe that Senator Cassidy believes what he says. I do believe that. And that's a compliment because a lot of people say what they don't believe. So I will give him that. I will give him that credit. But now, and the guy that, remember, Cassidy was the deciding vote. But he's going to report to me, y'all.
How's that going?
It's not. And RFK Jr. almost immediately said, I never agreed to report to a senator. I mean, that's so not appropriate. I mean, you have oversight. You can have what they're doing now, do your hearings and do all your stuff. But he was the deciding vote to confirm RFK Jr. We must remember that. Kennedy is one of the most outspoken anti-vaccine skeptics in Washington. I mean, my goodness.
That would be like a parish councilman telling
I
Dr.
said Cassidy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It'd be like a parish councilman telling Dr. Stefanski, you report to me.
Yeah.
Right? You answer to me.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, Doc, call me on before you make any policy decisions. You want to go ahead and give me a buzz. Yeah, no, Kennedy is one of the most outspoken vaccine skeptics in Washington and beyond. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's his opinion. He didn't go in there and say nobody could get the vaccine. He didn't say you can go get whatever vaccine you want that's approved. Just got to go through the proper channels. And here's my question. What's the push? Like, is COVID back or something?
COVID is, well, whatever they
what is
say
it now?
COVID is.
COVID 25?
Like
I mean,
COVID,
what is this?
omega fatty acid 3 or something. But it's back, but at the same time, again, people aren't dying from COVID like they used to say they were. And, people, it's like a cold. It's like the flu. And if people want to get a flu shot, then they get a flu shot. You don't need to write a blanket prescription for them, you freak.
But really, though, man, I wonder what Dr. Abraham is thinking. I like Ralph. I wonder what he's thinking, right? Like, hey, man, why, what up? Phone call, MD to MD. Maybe they did. I don't know. I doubt it.
And
how's Cassidy and Landry? Are they okay? I don't even know. Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, before 2023, I would have said they're on opposite ends.
They're not okay.
I have no.
Yeah.
Who knows?
My question is, like, is this vaccine still like an experimental like it's not even been given full approval for, like, it's still in like the testing or whatever phase.
I don't know.
It's got a emergency use authorization.
I just know what I'm never doing again.
Getting
that COVID vaccine shot. went, Dr. Kevin, Wellness Wednesday today. Dr.
Hmm.
Kevin does a detox for COVID shots.
Oh, I've almost got mine out a little
That's
too late.
that's
But
what me and my wife's the first thing we asked. And so, hey, look, if you got the shot and you want to get detox from it, I don't know all those answers, but Dr. Kevin does, and he'll shoot you straight. Go visit him, Dr. Kevin at Dr. Kevin's Wellness Clinic, 983 Care. I was very grateful. I was very skeptic when my Jamie told me about all that, but I'm very grateful. But back to Cassidy and Kennedy, and not our Kennedy, RFK Jr. Kennedy. So RFK 2 and Cassidy, well, Cassidy's openly criticizing Kennedy Jr. He's saying current policies are denying people vaccine. That pesky bureaucracy of having to see a medical doctor.
wow.
Like, for real. For real. Did you ever, like, if I said a sitting United States senator, there's only 100, United States senator is pushing for a state surgeon general to issue a blanket prescription for all of the state's population, no matter what their history is, no matter if there's a contraindication, no matter what medications you're on, whatever else is going on in your body, just a blanket government knows better, be quiet, you little peasants, and go do what I say. If I would have said that, I think most folks would say, well, that's a Democrat. That's a Democrat policy. One, it's big government in your physician room. It's pushing the COVID-19 vaccine, and like, who's getting paid? Now, when you do stuff like that, Cassidy, it kind of Senator Cassidy, when it kind of looks like you're bought and paid for by the drug companies. It just looks that way. It gives credence to that argument. You do got a lot of donations from them. Hey, you be you. I am not saying that his donations influence. I don't know. But these actions kind of give a little credence.
My thing is, like, just don't say anything. Like, if
brother.
you don't, like, just stay out of it. You
Run
don't
for
agree
governor.
with it, stay out of it.
Run for governor.
Or that.
Run for governor,
Can
Senator.
you imagine?
Policies wouldn't change.
Hey, kick him back to Illinois right quick.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot. He could probably. Hey.
Could be the mayor of Chicago.
Hold on. Maybe he is moving back to Illinois and setting up a good record. Like, I tried to tell the Republicans to listen to me. How's his voice go?
Well, I'll tell you. Maybe JB up there might need some competition.
I'm gonna turn Chicago red.
Good.
Well,
can't even keep Louisiana red.
I know.
Even
when we are red.
Chicago's already red from all the blood, from all the shootings.
Sad. So here's what's happening. Cassidy's trying to play both sides, but he needs to remember that this is a closed primary. So politically, this is dumb. Policy, this is dumb. But he's the one who gave RFK Jr. power in the first place, Senator. What are you talking out of both sides of your mouth? Out your mouth. Now he's pretending to be the solution by promoting blanket access to the same vaccine so many people don't trust anymore. That is, I'd say that's political cleanup. That sure as heck is not leadership. That's sure as heck not conservative leadership. And the truth is, man, people aren't skeptical of the COVID shot by accident. We all lived through it. We all saw the rushed roll out. We all saw the heavy-handed mandates. Remember? The moving goalposts. Oh, we got to get here, not here. No. Yeah, all that. The side effects, dismissed. Like, come on now. We need some Republicans to act like some Republicans. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Phone lines are open. I can't wait to hear from you. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. Broadcasting live from the KPEL studios, also broadcasting live. I see you over there, my Rumble friends. I love it. Rumble.com. Go to rumble.com. Look up the Josh Guillory Show. Man, that chat is looking good. Tony Dastries, I love seeing you on the chat.
Yeah, what's up, my boy?
Hey, Rumble chat. There you go. Looks good, bud, like a Cajun Forrest Gump. Love you.
You know,
All right.
living it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, he's talking about you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm digging it. Got some new graphics back there on the Rumble.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Tessa,
doing
we're
that.
rolling some new imaging over the next few weeks, so
Very cool.
enjoy.
Very cool. And we do appreciate all of our audience, period, but especially the guys outside of Acadiana. Thank y'all for tuning in and all that you do. Let's go to the phone lines, 232-1542, 844-766. Look, right over there, 766-6607. You just hung up on Mr. Bobby.
No, I pressed the button and it just went dark.
Let's try this one.
This is Warren.
Warren, what you got, my man?
I'm going to give y'all a hint as to what kind of doctor Bill Cassidy is.
Uh-oh.
Okay, y'all ready? Whack, whack, whack. He's a quack.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, you know, you were talking about lawlessness yesterday. Now, you see what's going on. There's a pattern we're seeing with these shootings, and the lawless ones are behind it. The ones above the law are behind it, and the lawless ones have been, you know, Manchurian candidates, man. I mean, this is just we've never seen anything like this before. You know, I think we need to bring back sodomy laws. We didn't have all this, I think, when we had sodomy laws. Thank you, Josh.
I think we still have them in certain areas.
sodomy laws. You have him where? You said?
I think they're still it's still illegal in Louisiana.
Sodomy. I have to look. I think the legislature took the penalties out or something like that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know that answer. I know we had it at one point at least.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it's up.
Warren wants to add sodomy laws. He said that's going to fix everything. Bobby, let's go to Mr. Bobby. What's up, Mr. Bobby? What you got?
Well, what Warren's saying is never send a chicken to a dog fight.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, here's the deal. I had COVID 3 times.
All right.
Never took the shot.
Okay. There you go.
Well, there you go. I got a nephew that's just about to graduate from Tulane and oncology. And I said, give me the straight shot, bro. He said, you don't need that shot back then unless you have diabetes, heart problems, or you taking any type of cancer IVs.
Yeah, so there's
You got all those problems, you better take that shot.
That's right. Hey, and look, and you just nailed it. When Mr. Bobby, some people, it's absolutely it helped a ton of people, but it also, you can argue, it also hurt a ton of people too. You know, so I mean, it's like, just talk to your medical doctor. You don't need Josh Guillory or Mr. Bobby or anybody else or any politician, that's for damn sure, telling you what you should be doing medically. Those conversations should be had with your medical personnel, and you guys make whatever decision. That's what you did, Bobby. You called your guy, and he said, your family member, and he said, unless you got this, this, and this, you don't need it right now. That was a decision.
Yeah. Well, another thing with Cassidy there, he found out instead of making $3 million a year, I forget what he specialized in, he can make millions get back from all them lobbyists.
Ooh, Bobby.
Specializes in BS. is what he
Bobby.
specializes in.
We don't have any proof that he's getting kickbacks. No proof of that. And honestly, I don't think he is. I think that he is definitely, it appears that he might be politically motivated by all that political funding, that backing. But I know it's easy to accuse politicians of that, but that's a dangerous game that I don't know why anybody would play, but boy, they play them. People get in office and they do it, and I don't understand.
Just a quick update.
Yeah.
Kirk in surgery right now.
Okay.
After being shot in the neck earlier this afternoon in Utah. So he's in surgery right now. No updates.
Please pray for him. Please pray for Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, goes around college campuses and just brings truth, brings controversial issues, and just talks about them. Brings the discussion to the young folks. I mean, think about it. Turning Point USA, it can be argued, is one of the only organizations out there consistently on the national scale that combats this left-leaning, woke indoctrination coming from our college campuses. And to my dear friends in Lafayette, go down the street. You're not immune to it. I saw that DEI budget. It's embarrassing. I graduated from there. It's embarrassing to know that we have way fewer students than the other university down the street to the east, and the budget for DEI was that high, way more than LSU's. And I just don't understand how the heck that went under the radar.
You know what I'm really hoping comes out of this? I wish that they would treat this gentleman with the same respect and dignity that they treated Maryland father when they were talking about him in the news, because I get it. Charlie Kirk is a conservative activist, a conservative pundit, whatever. He's still a man. He's still a husband. He got a beautiful family. I think the media needs to pay the same respect to an American citizen who has just been, attempted assassination of him, and show him the same kindness you would show this illegal immigrant who was trafficking children.
Exactly, man. Good point. I mean, they're reporting on it for sure, but it's there's a picture of him and his daughter and his wife. Very, very, very beautiful couple and family. Please pray for them. Please, 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 please pray for them. Pray for his speedy recovery. Pray that he recovers. It's in critical condition. I mean, man was shot in the neck. Man. All right, let's talk about drug prices. Switch gears a little bit. Y'all want to talk about drug prices?
Talk about drug prices.
Let's talk about drugs.
It's not time yet.
President Trump has signed a new order taking direct aim. Hey, you want to know who's not bought and paid for by pharma? We went from one guy to another one, and that's President Trump. He is taking direct aim at big pharma, their drug ads on TV, online, and even through social media influencers. Influencers.
What?
Yeah. So the directive tells, this is Trump telling the Department of HHS, Health and Human Services, and the FDA to crack down on misleading ads, send out enforcement letters, and close the 1997 loophole that actually allowed drug companies to run short ads with barely any mention of side effects.
Most of the ads don't even mention what it's for. It just shows like an old couple just frolicking along the beach, and it's erectile dysfunction. We used to play a little game back where I'm from, where we would have, when they come on, we mute it. You got to figure out what the commercial's for, just based on watching the video.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Some of those games got combative, I heard.
Oh, some of it's like for ulcerative colitis. There's some HIV stuff. It's a mess.
Yeah. Well, let's take an early break. Let's take an early little break. We'll come back. We'll talk about this, how President Trump is trying to make drug prices, we'll talk about that too, because he's working on drug. I don't know when he sleeps. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back.
Sorry, breaking news. Charlie Kirk has died.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes. Wow. Oh, my God.
So we are going to take that break and come back with that.
Wow, man. Please pray. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the KPEL studios, also broadcasting live from rumble.com. Yeah, this turned into a sad day. Charlie Kirk, dead. Born 1993, died today.
I'm
Died
pissed.
20 minutes ago, 15, 20, 30 minutes ago. Wow. Shot in the neck at a college campus. A soft target, by the way. I'm not saying if someone had a gun, they could have prevented it.
But if
still,
somebody had a gun, they maybe could have prevented it.
They could have prevented it. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, man. Damn.
Why is it always resorting to violence?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to assume this is someone on the left because just based on the preliminary information, but we've been successful. He, in particular, was extraordinarily successful at spreading information and knowledge to young people, right?
Man.
On college campuses.
Yeah.
You may not have liked his message. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But at least he was out there just doing the thing, not hurting anyone.
Engaging and just bringing truth. And if you watch some of his old clips, he is calm, cool, collective. He just asks questions and then he just says, well, have you thought about this?
And he's never ugly to people.
Never.
Very, very kind and just respectful.
And this loser, that shot him, wow. So he had just debated him apparently, and over some kind of transgender something, and that's what we read. Then goes 200 feet away, being the coward that he is, and shoots the guy in the neck, kills him. The university on BBC News says suspect not yet in custody. I thought he was.
It says the suspect is not yet in custody, is what I'm reading right now. Interesting. They've identified him. He's not in custody.
Yeah. Loser.
So what next?
Man, where do we go? Yeah, where do we go
supposed to
from
hide?
here? Where do we go from here? No, hell no, we ain't.
So
hiding.
you and I get on here every frickin' afternoon and share our thoughts.
Yep.
Oh, well, we're not going to stop. But, I mean, do we have to be worried now? That just
I ain't
because we
living
share what
scared.
we think?
I ain't living scared. Shoot me if you want.
Like, it's hard to process this.
It is. I'm just saying, look, I hope there's no retaliation because that would be horrible. I hope that I hope it's a one-off. Guys, man, I mean, we're at the brink of a civil war if we don't watch it.
Absolutely.
And it's not North versus South. It's not states versus states. It is us versus us. I mean, look at what we're doing to each other.
Assassinating people for just...
I mean, the dude had
talking.
a freaking opinion. It's his opinion.
That people wanted to hear.
You shot the man because of his opinion, dude. You shot and killed.
You assassinated him.
You assassinated a father, a wife, 2 little kids. You assassinated this guy because you disagreed with his opinion, you loser. But this is where we're at in our country, and what scares me more than the bullets is, will we lose our country? Are we so polarized now that we had to go shoot people to prove points?
He hurt your feelings, so now you have taken
Yeah.
a father away from a daughter.
Dude, you are such a loser.
Husband from a wife because he hurt your freaking feelings, you piece of...
Yeah, dude, that is something, man. That is something. Wow. Yeah, Cerebral 78 says, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Thank you for starting the movement to turn this young generation around. That was the guy. And he, man, and he did it with grace. He did it with patience. He did it with calmness. He did it with facts. He brought the conversation. I mean, I wish more of our campuses had more thoughts than just woke left. And that is. I taught there, it's absolutely everywhere. I mean, I taught in the college business, a few more Republicans But even there was that elite mentality, that mindset. It's sickening. Let's go to Miss Tony. All right, Miss Tony, what you got? Thanks for calling in.
Well, I'm saddened to hear about Charlie.
Man.
I had only started watching him in the last couple of years, but he's been doing this for a decade, going to campuses and helping our young people know how to respond. Even us as parents, we don't know how to respond to some of this craziness. We can't get our jaws off the floor long enough to put a sentence together.
We shouldn't have
It's too
to.
ridiculous. And right, he planted the seeds of how to speak back and maintain your Christian morals and be kind and all of those things. And unfortunately,
Miss Tony, you're cutting up and we're about to hit a break. We're going to have to let you go. But thanks for calling in.
Call back next hour. Call back next hour, Miss Tony. It's just reception. Kill switch. Let's see if we can fit you in, buddy. What you got, kill switch?
30 seconds.
Hey, God bless Charlie Kirk, man. He was a true patriot. He was a true Christian. And these liberals are crazy, man. They getting out of hand.
It's just it's so disgusting what has happened, Kill Switch. And thanks for calling in, bud. It's so disgusting and disturbing. It's disturbing just for Charlie Kirk and his family and everybody that's going to be impacted. It's scary in the sense that this dude is a leader of a large movement. I mean, this a-hole, loser, coward, assassinated a guy of a pretty large movement. Like, my concern is this how we're going to do it? I mean, we've had this is not the only guy. This is not the only political figure to have been shot in this country. But is this where we're going? Is this the next step? Because I don't say, look, we destroy each other on social media. Politicians can't, it's you versus me all the time. Is this it, America? Is this our next step? Is this how we're going to fight the fight? Because that's horrible. That is disgusting. And I wish we had more time this hour. Guys, stick around. We'll talk about this. We have other topics too. We certainly appreciate you sharing your afternoon with us, especially on this sad, sad moment. We'll be right back. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Josh Guillory Show. All right. So, breaking news, as we have heard very sadly, Charlie Kirk has died. He was shot in the neck in Utah on a campus, and he was reported originally as being in critical condition, and we just received word moments ago that he has indeed passed away. Please pray for the soul of Charlie Kirk. Please pray for his wife, who is very young. Please pray for his 2 children, who are very young. I mean, I saw at least 2, maybe there's more, I don't know. Pray for everybody that's going to be involved or that is involved. Pray for everybody that's impacted. Pray for our country. I don't know where we go from here. Like, these kind of things are scary because people are nuts, and not all of them. But man, media, you got some culpability. You got some culpability. I'm not saying you're to blame for dude shooting Charlie Kirk, but you got some responsibility. You have blood on your hands, man. The media has blood on its hands. You spend 95% of your time, media, local included, the Current, KTC, all you guys, CNN, MSNBC, all of you spend 95% of your time distorting the truth about people, making them look like they're evil, making them look like they're criminals, making them look like they're something that they're not. You painted this man, Charlie Kirk, as some kind of extremo who's out of touch with reality, that's some like MAGA, alt conservative, whatever. You are part of the reason why he's dead. You, the media, will be the end of our country. I'm convinced of it. This morning I might not have said it. But if the media doesn't change the way that it reports on human beings, you are going to continue to divide our country. And when you continue to divide our country, we're going to have extreme people like this coward that will take it to the next level. You, media, you are a large part to blame for this. Every day you go on there, you blast conservatives for no reason. I mean, good, debate policy, but you make these humans look so evil, and you know you're doing it. You know you're doing it. The media is partly to blame partly to blame for Charlie Kirk's death. There's media outlets across the country, local media outlets, doing the same thing to a council member or a school board member or a mayor. That's just what they do. It's a different environment. I get it. You don't communicate. We don't communicate the same way we do our news that many of you guys grew up in. I get it. I get that you're run by corporations that just want to make money. I got it. It's a business. But man, disclose that crap going forward. People listen to you for whatever reason. People listen to you. You do influence people. And you influence this dude enough that he had so much built up hatred that he's going to go 200 feet away and kill a man because of his opinion. You, media, you are a large part to blame. You are a large part to blame that 2 children, 2 little girls tonight will not have their father because of you in large part. If we don't change something in this country, we will see this again. If we don't change something in this country, we will not have one. We're weaponizing the DOJ. We're weaponizing the judiciary. The media is painting people out like something they're not, and people are believing them and executing violence because of those opinions. If we don't get our act together, like this dude was a leader of a future generation. What do you think they are going to feel like? How do you think they are going to feel right now? Media, if you have any ounce of integrity, you should handle this with care. You should do a real deep dive of your ethical responsibilities to society. If not society and humanity, for your own listeners and viewers. For our country, man. For communities across this country and even the globe. Where do you go? Where do you go from here? You don't think there's some extremos in Turning Point? There's extremos everywhere. There's extremos in the Republican Party. There's extremos in the Democrat Party. There are extreme people.
But you know what?
They can't regulate their emotion. It's not everybody. It's a small portion of it. But you keep painting Republicans and conservatives like we're some kind of evil creatures, that we're bad for humanity, that we hate people. Media, you have blood on your hands. You have blood on your hands. Republicans and Democrats, y'all are just pissing away the country. I don't know what the hell to say anymore. Judiciary, you're weaponizing the DOJ. Both sides do it now. Both sides are doing it now. I know what a great country looks like, and it's the one that I grew up with, and I'm starting to see it change, and that is scary. Where do you go from this? I mean, you gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other. And we can preach all we want about just be kind. And yes, we should. We should be kind. We should. Even in this situation, we should be loving and kind. We should be. I am just noting a fact. If we don't change something, you cannot reasonably expect something different to happen. But who's going to get the media to tone down their very much one, like, man, I don't even have the words. I know you know what I'm talking about. The hatred that is spewed from the mass media towards anybody remotely conservative.
Just bias. It's just plain bias.
But their bias is one thing, but they go to another level. They
weaponize it.
They paint these people. They paint Charlie Kirk. Look what the local media did to us. They paint folks to be something that they're not, and other people believe it. And when they believe it enough, you're going to get a few small percentage of people that will do things like this on every political ideology. The only reason we're talking about Democrats and left is because the left and the Democrats run the media. If it was the conservatives run the media and they were doing that to the left and people went and shot people on the left, same thing. What I'm saying is take Republican and Democrat out, because that don't even mean anything. They both spend money like crazy. We have got at some point to change. We have got to change. And leaders that are elected need to listen to me too. Because you do the same thing that the media does. It doesn't even Trump said it on the State of the Union. I mean, I could cure whatever. I could give them everything they want. And they still will have a problem with me. Now that's Trump. He's not necessarily a great example here. But how many Republicans and Democrats have been in Washington so long where they flip their sides? We did a lot. But boy, when they're saying their position, that other person that disagrees with them is evil. And that's all that comes out their mouth. If we don't change something in this country, man, we got to be able to agree to disagree sometimes. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We're broadcasting live from the KPEL studios, and we're broadcasting live from Rumble, rumble.com. Go check us out. Just such a sad day. Charlie Kirk, leader of Turning Point, he created Turning Point USA, went to all these campuses constantly, just bringing truth in a calm way, would invite folks to debate him in a calm way. Just gave facts, man, just respectfully. And then this cowardice loser goes and debates Charlie on some kind of LGBT transgender something. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You know, we talked about this early in the week or last week or so, you know, bringing up Lincoln. You know, I've been reading about Lincoln a lot. Charlie Kirk was doing it the way our forefathers intended. This is what they used to do. They used to gather. They used to go to places of higher education. They used to bring brilliant minds together and talk about the issues of the day. And talk.
Yep.
They wouldn't shoot each other. They wouldn't piss and moan and bitch. They would talk. They would debate. They would have spirited debates. Yep. But they would try to solve their problems civilly.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you that you feel like you need a gun to be heard?
Yeah.
You use a gun, they won't hear you. They'll be dead.
Yeah, you dummy. So look, it's like, yeah, and if they did shoot each other back then, it was a duel, and at least you knew,
right?
And yeah. you had to agree to it, and both of you getting the shot off, maybe.
Not this cop out, this coward bullshit.
But I'm sitting here, man, and I'm watching CNN. I'm looking at Jake Tapper. I'm looking at that other loser. What's his name?
Which one?
These guys need to be off the air. Right?
Brian Stelter.
Like, all of you that I'm watching, I know you can't see it on Rumble. I'm watching you. You're part of the reason why this man is dead. This hatred that you brew every day, every night, all day, literally 24 hours in a day, 24 hours a day. And look at you.
Show our friends.
Yeah, on Rumble, you're about to get it. You are a main reason why. You got blood on your hands, media. You keep painting all conservatives a certain way. Constantly. I get it if you want to disagree, man. Trust me, we disagree with you. But when you use the platform, we're very low ratings. But even then, there are people that listen to you. Even then, you could be responsible with your words, but you're not, and you never are, unless it's a Democrat or a rhino. That's it. But anybody that wants what our founders wanted, anybody that dares to be a conservative, anybody that pushes a Republican platform, which depending on who you talk to, may be a Democrat platform these days. All these people, you got it on Rumble? Mm-hmm. All of these people right there, all of them on the top right, bottom left, and bottom right. The fact that on CNN up there, those two specifically, the fact that you guys are on here talking about Charlie Kirk's death as in trying to look so stoic, you're the reason. You are a big part of the reason why this man died. You come on here and you blanket all conservatives as evil, as out to get you, and you play on people's emotions that are so vulnerable, and you do it to get your ratings. Man, how do you sleep? Like, seriously, dude. Like, how do you report all this in the way that you report it and go home and think you did a good job? How? It's okay to disagree. My God. Disagree without being disagreeable. Agree to disagree. We're going to open up the phone lines early. Let's do it. All right, Miss Tony. Okay, try it again, Miss Tony. What you got?
Well, I wanted to talk about the seeds that Charlie Kirk planted on each campus in the United States. And the people that are left there on the campuses, they'll be teaching, they'll be supporting each other. When he went to campus, he brought together Christian youth organizations, he brought together conservatives, the Young Republicans clubs, and of course the Democrats and the liberals would show up to heckle, but he used them as examples and he taught everyone how to respond. I think our new White House press secretary is a product of Turning Point. When you listen to the way she and all of these young people that have been appointed and are now making up our cabinet respond, this is what Charlie Kirk taught. We need to pray for that network, that none of them are triggered, that they lean on each other, and the friendships and the networks that developed through Charlie Kirk and Turning Point, they're not triggered. And we need to quit using a term that I have heard for the last 15 years, civil war. We're on the verge of a civil war. We're on the verge of a race riot. They're trying, the left is trying to instigate this, just like they did the Civil War. They instigated the Civil War. And just like I called that the war of northern aggression, we need to start referring to this as liberal aggression. This is a war, and it is liberal aggression.
Hey, thanks, Ms. Tony. And it's a war against our own country. It's a war against our own countrymen. All right, let's go back to the phones. Who we going to?
Real quick, I'm going to pot down the road in Highway 90 coming from New Iberia into Lafayette. The right lane's blocked in front of Meade Highway by Cash Magic Casino. A truck driver lost his load.
Wow. So okay. Yes, I changed my shirt, question 8. Thank you. Cerebral 78. And those are the same folks that on tomorrow, 9/11, they are going to remind us of when America came together. It's kind of what we shouldn't need a terrorist attack, or God forbid that happens again, but we shouldn't need a national disaster to bring us together. So where do we go from here? Where do we, us, me, you, everybody, like us individuals, where do we go? Where do we go? Control what you can control. That's my suggestion. Control what you can control.
Yeah.
So we can control being kind. We can control not responding evil in an evil way. We can do that individually. Now, collectively, what can we do? Miss Tony was actually on to something really good about these networks, okay, that he established, that Charlie Kirk established. You know, if you have any, like, if you know anybody at LSU, UL, Lake McNeese, Southern, any of these campuses where Turning Point USA has a presence, you know, if you know someone there, just check on them.
I mean, my goodness, something you just pointed out something I now have to worry about because you and I both have children on college campuses now. Like, come on, man. Do we have to worry about this now?
Look, the government don't care. If the government cared, they take away those gun-free zones. And once again, hey guys, did the gun-free zone work? Did the gun-free zone? It felt good to put those little signs up, didn't it? We're gonna be safe.
Well, Jack agrees with you. He says the left leadership condones the violence. The blood is on their hands. Man,
they condone what they did. They condone what they did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, and I'm not saying every left-leaning person is evil. I'm not saying every Democrat is evil. I'm not saying any of that. But what I am saying with confidence, as this hatred comes from the left, and the media, who has no political ideology, they could care less, but it ain't conservative, they're pushing it. They're pushing the elite's game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Cape Health Studios, also broadcasting live from rumble.com. Let's see here. Yeah, it's hard to reason with people who don't value human life. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Media, look, man. So here's a couple other thoughts. I've already told you about my thoughts on the media, and I am very confident, in my opinion. 95 to 99% of everything that comes out of their mouth, okay, is negative. It's more than negative. It's one thing to say, hey, here's the truth, and it just happens to be bad. And there's a whole other thing to just being hateful. And when I say hateful, not mean words, I'm talking about promoting hate, genuine hate towards a whole class of people. So anytime that class of people, conservatives, they have a leader that pops up, what happens? I mean, these guys tried to kill Trump twice. Now, did kill Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was making more of an impact on this country than Donald J. Trump.
Probably.
I don't know. I'm being honest. Not necessarily today. Today's Trump's time. But the seeds that man planted on these campuses and just like Miss Tony said, I'm using her word, seeds, that is going to go on for generations. And the media knows that. And the left knows that, which is the same. They all have blood on their hands. Now, a couple of observations, okay? Couple of observations. The President of the United States, President Trump, just ordered the flags at half-staff for Charlie Kirk. Okay. I get it. I have emotion too. I think that might have been a dangerous move. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I get it. This was a tragic day. But I just spent 30 minutes on unification, basically, and making sure that we're not doing anything to further divide. But when you do, I mean, he was a political commentator, and he wasn't in office, and he's not a soldier or anything like that. I'm just saying it's horrible. But so all that's good with the honor, but one of the unintended consequences when you do that is me versus you. How many people in this country are going to be murdered today? I'm just saying, and maybe that decision to move at half staff puts more of us versus them. You took one of us, and we're in charge. Think
about this.
I know Trump's not thinking that way. I do know. I know he's not thinking that way. I know he just wants to honor this dude that he has a much respect for, that all of us do. I just think our actions as a country in the next 3 years are important. Every moment of the day is important right now. This is more than Charlie Kirk. This is more than Donald Trump. This is more than media, who has very much blood on their hands. It's more than that. It's about our country. It is about our country. And a civil war is brewing. And so we don't want to fan the flames. We don't want to fan the flames. And I know the president, I know he didn't mean that in that way, but I just think that might be an unintended consequence. We don't want this to be, if he makes him a martyr, then he's a martyr.
Let me just think about this.
He's a martyr for a cause. And what I'm saying is there's another cause here that has some, just saying that we don't want to put ourselves in a position where we're no better than the media, and we're inciting people to go and shoot people and hurt them because of their opinion.
If Alex Soros was shot dead, we would not be lowering the flags to half staff for him, right? And many would argue that he's just as influential on the left as Charlie Kirk would be on the right. He's just the closest one I can compare.
You just got to be careful. I know his intent was good, man. I'm not fussing at him. I'm just saying it's the unintended consequence, because no one's around giving good advice. I don't know.
Hey, let's get to these app chats real quick. Let's see. Killswitch says Legacy Media has already taken a deep dive straight to hell. Jack in Lafayette says the left leadership condones violence. The blood is on their hands. T-Don says you will not win by being nice and turning the other cheek with these people. This is pure effing evil. Something drastic has to happen, and happen quick. Let's see. We got Mr. B. Now the left is telling people to pray. The irony.
Hey, good. Encourage good behavior. Good. Pray. More people on the left need to pray, and we need to pray for people on the left and the right.
Well, Jay says you need to end on an uplifting message because it sounds like you're yelling at us, the audience.
Oh, no.
Just a heads up, we're all pissed about this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am pissed.
And Jay, you're right.
Yeah, man, for real.
It's
Tone it down, Guillory.
frustrating.
Getting all fired up. Man, it's a lot. This is a heavy hit.
It's scary.
It's a heavy hit today. Jeez, let's go to Warren. Warren,
Hey,
what you got?
I
Sorry.
could listen to five more minutes of Miss Tony. That was awesome. She was running it down. But listen, Iraq don't have this problem. Iran don't have this problem. Qatar don't have this problem. Israel don't have this problem. So we're doing something wrong, but it don't matter. I think the scales have been weighed, and the earthquakes are not stopping. They're increasing. They're in diverse places all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
The experts say they're not going to stop. They started 1, 2, and 3, now 4, 5, and 6, and they're going into the 7 and 8 range. So get ready to hold on, Josh. Thank you.
Thank you, Warren. Look,
5.9 off the coast of
hey,
Oregon.
I mean, really, like, you may not subscribe to what Warren's saying, but he did throw some facts out there. I'm just, all right, take it for what it's worth. Caller, you alive on the Josh Guillory Show? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Josh, this is Jay from Broussard. How are you?
What's up, Jay? I'm good, man. Very sad day today, man. Oh, what you got, buddy?
It is. So I just want to say that the liberal media is complicit in this action, meaning they will not condone his actions, the shooter for Charlie Kirk. They'll just report it as he was shot. I kind of want to see, and I'm not condoning violence, but, the liberal media supported, peaceful riots.
Yeah.
Everything was peaceful.
Yeah.
And stuff is getting burned down. If tables were turned and Republicans were doing it, they would lose their mind. And on the same token, they so when the U.S. government goes after the narco traffickers that are coming in through the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, rather, I'm sorry, and they shoot down these drug runners, they lose their third grade mind. But they don't have any sympathy for somebody who is not in office, just opining on their beliefs.
Exactly.
And if the tables were turned, like I said, if Democrat speakers were getting killed, they would lose their mind. I mean, there is no fair and balanced anymore in news.
Thanks, Jay.
I think they are truly a part of the problem.
You're right. Hey, Jay, appreciate you. Got to move on, run out of time. Thank you so much. Let's see here.
I think this is Paul.
Paul, what you got, buddy? Our caller, we're live on the Josh Guillory Show.
Paul?
Hey,
Paul.
Paul, what's up, Paul? Talk to us, man.
Yeah.
Sad day.
Yeah, I know it's a sad day, but you're part of that press you're talking about, the media.
You think so?
'Cause I listen to y'all. I listen to y'all every now and then, and you spew a lot of stuff, and some of you listeners spew a whole lot of stuff. You're right, people. You people on the right, you got blood on your hands too. The president got blood on his hands too. Okay,
How so?
this man shouldn't have died for that reason. I feel sorry for him and his wife and his kids. But you people on the right, you spew a lot of hatred.
All right, thank you so much. Chris, not big Chris. What you got, Chris?
Hey guys.
What's
Hey
up, buddy?
guys.
Got
I
30
totally
seconds.
disagree with you prior caller.
Yeah.
Completely.
Well, thank you.
Several comments. Number one, I heard what you were saying earlier. We should be whatever. Look, if that was your son or daughter who just got murdered, I
Yeah.
just want to turn the other cheek and let's not be hostile and be upset.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay? And then, so you got the news media a couple weeks ago.
Got
It's gotta take a
10
bullet.
seconds.
Do that.
Got
Get
10
in their
seconds.
face. Get in their face. So where's the class action lawsuit? You're an attorney.
Ooh, yeah. All right, just because we have 10 seconds. Man, I wish we had more time. He was on to something. Look, it's maybe we could talk about it again tomorrow. That last caller, that was Chris, you had such good points. We just ran out of time. Look, man, pray for our country. Pray for Democrats. Pray for Republicans. Pray for independents. Pray for that caller just now. Pray for everybody, man. Pray for our country. Pray for our future. And pray for the soul of Charlie Kirk and all those who have lost their lives. Thank you for spending these last 2 hours with us. Be careful out